What's goody, y'all? You guys know who it is. Ringside Rave. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and let's get into this podcast.
So, welcome to another episode of the Fade Hour. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. Word. And, yes, and I guess you want to know what I am sipping or smoking on? Nothing tonight. I'm just high on life and cardio. Why? Because I got to go to work tomorrow. So I have to keep it on the level. However, though, my crew is in the house, and I know that they are definitely sipping and smoking on something. So I'm going to let them sound off.
What up, y'all? This your boy Newzz, representing that Ringside Rave all day. Y'all know what it is with me, man. And of course, I got the Supreme OG on deck, the Ciroc on deck. It's consistency. Consistency cops is always on patrol.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Smoke, Free Smoke Boxing, obviously by way of Ringside Rave and Ring Gang Radio to the side. But we drinking on Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA 7.5, and we smoking on that Golden Goat.
Man, what's up, y'all? This your boy Maul from Brews and Boxing here down in Jacksonville, Florida. Haven't started drinking yet, but midway through the cast, I'm gonna pop open a local brew from Art Wolf Brewing, 16% whiskey barrel aged strong ale. So I'm gonna be kind of faded towards the end, but you know that's the usual.
Fade Hour.
What up? This your boy P, repping Bodega Boxing, Ringside Rave, Ring Gang Radio, and I am not faded at all because I'm not drinking. I'm at work, unfortunately. So, sober P.
So, man, that's what it is, P. I feel you on that, but you're faded in spirit. That's all that counts.
Yep.
All right, so let's get down to business. All right, I guess now we're going to recap Shawn Porter versus Danny Garcia. So, tell me, fellas, what are your thoughts on that?
So, if y'all were hip to the game, y'all tuned in for our live podcast. But if not, I had Shawn Porter winning 8 rounds to 4, and I had him winning that. I don't want to say pretty easily, but I think he controlled the fight.
Yes, sir. That's what he did. I can't even remember what my scorecard was because I was faded because it was a live episode of the Faded Hour. But all I know is Shawn Porter took that W. I don't even know what people were watching. You know what they were watching.
So, I already know what you're gonna say, Newzz. And so I went back and I rewatched with the commentary from the esteemed announcers at Showtime, and they totally slanted the commentary towards Danny, like totally.
That's crazy.
It was nuts.
Yeah, man, I kind of had it the same way, man. I thought the fight wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, but shout out to Shawn Porter. I had an 8-4 as well, man. I thought that he controlled the fight. Danny switching up, man. But yeah, again, shout out to Shawn Porter. We gonna get into all that later, and that's all I gotta say for now.
Well, I also had it 8-4, 116, 112, and I was there. And I don't know, there were some fighters there that thought that Danny won. I am not one of those people that thought he won. I thought Porter clearly won. It's competitive, but a clear Shawn Porter victory.
And myself, it was crazy. I thought it was overwhelming. I thought it was overwhelmingly that Porter won. I had him winning 118 to 111, and really, like I said, 116, 112 was probably to me the closest score that actually to me the official score from the fight, because Danny didn't do a goddamn thing except I mean, he could go in the middle of the ring. He didn't jab, and then he was just taking punch, but took shots to the body. He took some hellacious body shots, and then he was going low with them PR specials, and like he just couldn't. He couldn't even bring it to second gear. Man, it was fucking terrible. I was like, and then this was just culmination of what I said all along about Danny Garcia. Can't fucking box. He's a caveman with a chin. And
he can't move. That's the thing. It's so weird. He can move when he's not throwing punches, but he can't throw punches and move. It's so weird. So like
maybe it's that sixth toe he has. He has some alien feet. But it's probably fucking up. It probably fucks up his movements.
But the thing was that so Showtime, Shawn Porter, shout out to the Ohio players, was good. He utilized the same up jab that Maurice Herrera did to break Danny's nose in, what was that, 2014?
Yeah.
And that up jab is what kind of changed the fight, or, set the tone for it.
Yo, man, this Newzz, this ringside rave, man. It wasn't. He utilized whooping ass. That's what he utilized on Danny Garcia, man. He whooped Danny Garcia's ass at the end of the day. I don't understand how people. I mean, I guess see, and that's the good thing about being on like both sides, because we can see it as fans, but then we could talk about it. You know what I mean? Afterwards. And so, with the fact that Shawn Porter was, in my opinion, punishing Danny Garcia at times, I didn't see where Danny Garcia, where they said, like, I didn't see the harder punches being landed by Danny Garcia, in my opinion. Maybe Danny Garcia did land harder, but it looked to me, when I was watching it, most of the times, almost of the damn type of shots and things like that, it came from Shawn Porter.
Well, Shawn had more than one. He would have an overhand right and then follow it up with a hard left hook to the body, whereas Danny would land like, a right hand or a left hook here and there. And Al Bernstein made it seem like every right hand or left hook that Danny landed was like fucking, thrown from Wilder or fucking Roy Jones Jr. or something.
Right.
It's like, yo. And so,
let me get on Steve Naw hood. Like, come on, man. What kind of card was that, man? I don't understand. That was not a draw. How do you come away with that? Like, like, how do you even watch that fight?
Yo, so Newzz, Tom Gray, the editor-in-chief. What up, Tom Gray of Ring Magazine? He told me it was 114-2.
I
was like, are you kidding me?
I don't see it. I just don't see a draw. I never saw a draw. I mean,
I'm happy the judge did not see a tie there.
I saw. I mean, maybe it was a draw like after the second round. It was probably close to that. But after that, Porter pretty much showed his ring. Porter controlled that fight. I mean, that was, with the exception of maybe one round he probably took off. That was all Porter.
Hold on, I want to hear what P got to say. What you got to say about the P? Because P was in the building. He was live at the Barclays.
I was in the building, and honestly, the whole time that during that fight, I was thinking the whole fight. I was thinking, like, all Danny has is like, why isn't he jabbing? Like, because when Porter was coming in, like, he could have easily negated his with a jab and start off from there. But he was trying to time him, and he just couldn't get the timing down every time because Porter is too herky-jerky, and his style was giving him fit. So
exactly.
every time he was coming in, then it would turn into a wrestle fest, and he was getting the better of him on the inside, which is where Danny did not want to. If he would have kept it in mid-range, he could have dictated the pace, but he wasn't able to maintain that distance. He wasn't able to get Porter off of him. And that's really what lost him the fight, because Porter's active, and he didn't throw. He didn't throw enough. Like, you got to throw more.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, that, and you also have to avoid getting punched in the face 200 to 300 times. I mean,
Porter's work to the body was actually
insane.
Yes, like I don't know how many people noticed that, but he was hitting him with hard body shots.
I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that Barry Hunter was working with the Porters for this fight.
I heard that
That
too.
is correct. That is correct.
Newzz, was he in their corner?
Yes, he was.
Uncoincidentally, that is the best I've ever seen Shawn Porter box.
It was the smartest, in my opinion. That's the smartest I've seen him box.
Probably
Well-
since the Paulie Malignaggi fight.
Well,
That was just domination, though, Pat. That was in boxing.
Well, I mean, he was jabbing. Like, he was actually setting, outside the sloppy finish. Like, some of the punches he was hitting Paulie with were
Right.
ridiculous.
I go back and watch that. I go back and watch that fight from time to time. I can't even lie. I love seeing that fight.
Yeah, Porter was
great.
super sharp in that fight.
Yeah.
He was sharper, than more recent fights of his. But there were still times where Danny could have taken advantage of him, but he just couldn't get off because Porter was at him. Like it seemed like at most points Danny was just like set in his mind that he was going to counter him with the left hook, and when that didn't work, he had nothing else for him. Nothing else for him. No, he didn't use it right enough. He didn't use any, he basically, the best shots that he had were, I think it was in the 10th round where he hit him with the double left hook. That was it. He couldn't really do anything else.
Yeah, we kind of alluded to that prior to in our last cast, our preview cast, that the jab is something that he's gonna have to use. Hell, we were saying that during the fight because I was like, does he have a jab? And everybody was like, no. And as the fight progressed, no jab.
And that's exactly what I said in my video too. I said in the video, I was like,
But Pat, you were drunk as shit when we were.
not the live video, man, the Instagram video, man.
I know.
What'd you say, Pat? What'd you say?
No, when I was talking to the point keys to victory for both of them, what they had to do, and I was like, Danny had to keep him in the middle of the ring and fucking use his jab and left hook. He kept in the middle of the ring, but he just didn't do anything.
Danny doesn't jab enough. So if he's not going to jab, he's in an unfortunate position where, he's going to, because when Keith fought Porter, Keith didn't really jab that much either, but he was able to outmuscle him, to out-strength him, and it was evident from early on that Danny just didn't have the strength, the physical strength to keep Porter off him like Thurman did, and didn't have the power to make Porter respectful. Because Thurman buckled him multiple times in the fight, whereas I don't think there was one shot that Danny hit Porter with that even really affected him at all. I was looking for it once and I didn't see it.
So, P, that affirms what I've been kind of wondering, is that was Porter just so amped up that he was just walking through these fucking, these hellacious shots. And what I think is that Garcia has power at Broner weight, but not welterweight.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much the case.
Because, Porter has only been set down once or twice.
Only once.
Okay, on Broner, on probably one of Broner's best single punch knockdowns that he has against real competition. And Porter didn't even seem affected by Swift's best shots.
Because he was hitting him with one or two punches, and he wasn't really putting his punches together. Because at the big weight, I would say he has power, but he's got to put his punches together, or he's not going to get anybody. Or he's going to hit you with a perfect time punch that he did with Rios, where he hit him with that sweet spot, and he didn't do that at all. So he's got to put his punches together. He doesn't throw it.
Swift can't put his punches together. So
and that's what it is, and that's all it took, man. Just a little fire and desire. He had a little fire in his belly, and he said he wanted to be champion again. That's what happened. So now that Shawn Porter is champion, where do you think he goes from here?
To his mandatory.
Red.
Ugas. Goes right to Ugas.
Yeah, that's the smartest thing right now. Go ahead and defend that and get your mandatory out the way.
You know what?
And yeah, that'd be the smartest thing to do. If I was
actually read that he has 2 mandatories.
Yeah, he has 2. The WBC is not fucking around.
One. No, fuck the second one.
I mean,
no, he's not going to have to do it.
Yeah, Shawn Porter don't hold that type of weight to just blow off mandatory.
So unification supersedes Mandos.
Yeah, that's actually going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen though. No time soon.
No, I think him and Spence might fight in 8 months.
You're very optimistic.
Yeah, because his Mando is Keith Thurman.
No, his Mando is Ugas.
No, after Ugas, his Mando is Keith Thurman. That the second Mando would be Thurman. If Keith Thurman is ready by the spring, Shawn Porter has to fight Keith Thurman.
If Thurman isn't ready, it's Jesse Vargas, I believe.
Wait, how? Thurman still has the WBA.
But Thurman when Thurman linked to the WBC, he's basically in emeritus status. So whenever he's ready to come back, he's first in line.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I hope that goes down.
Right. So
we got the Porter retire that.
Yeah. So he got the option of either fighting Thurman again for the rematch or Spence, and I'm thinking he might go with the Thurman option because he almost beat Thurman the first time. You know what I mean? And that's a big money fight too.
Keith was looking all types of fat in the face.
I mean, that's how he's supposed to be, eating good, living good. He got him a new wife.
He would say,
like I said, man, all he wants to do is eat candy and blow his wooden kazoo, man. Just you gotta let that boy live.
No. Don't matter as long as he can make 147 come fight time. That's all that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still team one time. I'm the only one in the Barclays that was team one time.
I see Shawn Porter. I see Porter, like I said. So let's go to the next fight. Shawn Porter versus Ugas. How do y'all think that plays out?
Oh, that's easy. That's easy work.
Is that easy work for Shawn Porter? Shawn Porter roughs him out?
Yeah.
Porter,
yeah.
He stops Ugas' win streak?
He could stop it. He could stop it.
He'll win. I don't know about a knockout, but I'd favor him to win.
Real
body shot.
Listen, man, I'm about to be honest with y'all fellas right now. With the Supreme OG in my system, man. It's been hard lately for the Ohio players, man. We lost our belts. AB lost his belt. Easter lost his belt. Rashid Warren lost his belt. You know what I mean? We back. We back, baby. Ohio players, we back. We got a champion.
So
we got a champ, baby. We back in the game. We was down to our last quarter.
Yo, so here's the thing. The way that Shawn Porter boxed, he could easily beat Thurman.
Beat who?
Thurman.
Hell no.
I'm not gonna say Keith Thurman. I mean Shawn Porter should box with Keith Thurman.
50.
Playing Thurman game.
When I say easily could beat him, the same way that Thurman could easily beat Porter.
Thurman's the favorite in that fight, and I don't know how you look when he come back. That's too soon. That's.
See how he looks when he comes back.
Right.
See how he looks against Jose Cito.
Yeah, he looks against Amir Khan.
Pretty much.
And the knockout real footage, That'd be a nice look for Thurman. Big fight, an easy fight because he should be able to beat. If you can't beat Amir Khan, Keith Thurman, you don't even need to. You know what I mean? So it's a big fight. Fight he can knock out in a fight that he should win.
Groner needs to fight Khan.
Come on, man. 144, man. Super junior welterweight.
That bullshit. That nigga's career is done. My God.
Bro, that sounds like a cheat code that you enter into fucking Fight Night 2020 or whatever the fuck they're gonna come out with. You've entered the Super Junior Middle Welter Heavyweight. You can punch like motherfucking Ronnie Shavers, but move like Floyd.
Danny Garcia should be there. AB should be there. Who else? Who else is too big for 140, but not big enough for 147?
Pause. Mad Cats.
You know?
Terrence Crawford.
No, Terrence Crawford. But you know what? But yeah, man. I would love to see Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence. I would love to see that. That would be definitely a great fight to see in person. You know, them two boys coming to let them hands fly all day. That would be a great fight to see in person. I just can't see it being Shawn Porter's next two fights. Ugas is Mando, and then like I said, Keith Thurman coming back, so it might be Thurman. If not Thurman, then it may be, you know what I mean, Spence unification. But I would love to see them two fight for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I want Porter to give you guys the fight, let you guys make, you know, like $500,000 American dollars, and you know, and no, like for real, Pat, like that dude been grinding his entire life, man. Get him enough money to retire in fucking Cuba, and then I want to see Porter against Spence, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we know about Porter is that he ain't gonna run from a damn fight. So that's gonna get made.
And Shawn Porter now has Adrian Broner and Danny Garcia's name on his resume. So whatever, and it sounds crazy because, like I said, when PBC first started, nobody thought that Shawn Porter was on their level.
So hold on. So let's just throw something.
Give him props for that.
Like,
and he won both convincingly.
Like,
yeah, because he had lost his belt to Brook, like clearly. So that's the reason why.
Hey, so we've been hearing talks about fucking Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. What if that was remixed to Mikey Garcia and Shawn Porter?
Death to Mikey Garcia. Death to Mikey Garcia. He does not have the man strength yet.
Yeah.
Nah.
He has to get a little older before he fights Shawn Porter. He don't have his grown man strength yet to fight a Shawn Porter.
30 years old, doesn't have his grown man strength.
You don't have his grown man strength yet to fight a Shawn Porter.
I know what you're saying when you. I know what you mean when you say that.
And that's not even saying anything about Mikey Garcia's skills. It's just that he don't have the strength to fight a Shawn Porter. You see how Danny Garcia was looking with him. You see how Thurman was looking with him. You can't put Mikey Garcia, you know what I mean, up against a Shawn Porter. That's bad.
Yeah, you got somebody has to be some real side, like pause, you know, to actually, you know, handle Porter's strength, because you know Porter comes from football, you know, and all these football niggas have strength, you know what I'm saying? So
they got that old man strength.
Yeah, exactly.
So to me, it sounds like the best matchup at 147 right now is actually Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence.
I'm not gonna go that far. You mean the best makeable match right now? But
I'm not gonna say all that. He did lose to Keith Thurman.
Right.
Like so, you can't leapfrog Keith Thurman just because he's injured.
So here's the thing. I mean, Keith Thurman hasn't fought for. Hold on 1 second. 15 months.
It'll be basically 2 years next time he get back in the ring, damn near.
So he hasn't fought for 15 months. So
I mean, but
just N/A not applicable.
I mean, I feel it. I do feel that. But also at the same time, when the last time did that actually apply to a fighter we seen? You know what I mean? Like we use that, but for some reason, because these fighters barely fight anyway. So
Andre Ward was on the show for long.
Andre Ward's a different type of fighter.
I mean, he's only been fighting one time a year though. So you know what I mean? So if he misses a year and a half or 2 years, that's only basically he missed one fight. He's only one fight removed. You know what I mean? So
based
he's used to
off
not
his-
being active anyway.
That would say based off his track record. Yeah, you're right. It's only be about one van fight he
Back in the
missed.
days, it really mattered when you were inactive. We were fighting every 3-4 months, 5 months. But when nowadays we're only fighting twice a year, maybe once a year. You know what I mean? It's not really the same to me. And that's why I say like we can't really think of too many people who were really, really affected by it. Like Tyson Fury, he's still working his way back to it, of course. But he was out 3 years, and he's a heavyweight who had weight and mental and all types of issues. But what he was doing, Keith Thurman's just injured.
True. Yeah, he about to have concussion issues in a few months, but that's another podcast. So
right. Now I know we talked about where Shawn Porter goes. Now where do you see Danny Garcia going from this incredible loss?
well, he better rematch with Lamont Peterson. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but
I think he just takes a tune-up. I think he takes a tune-up. Probably fights Jesse Vargas.
shit.
Or
that ain't
Andre
gonna
Berto.
work out.
So,
Yeah.
BBC jobber.
this is this is an accurate display. Danny Garcia fighting Jesse Vargas is not a tune-up for him whatsoever. Jesse Vargas
I guess you think higher of Jesse than I do. So
well, he
I
has
I don't think Smoke thinks highly of Jesse Vargas. Period.
I think Jesse Vargas is a B, like an 83 out of 100 fighter on a good day.
I mean, but you need them type of fighters, though. You need them. You know what I'm saying?
But he's taller and he's longer, no homo, and he can jab.
Yeah, I shit. It won't happen because Khan is geared in on Pacquiao or Brook, but that would be a nice little fight. It won't happen though. But I don't know. I really don't know.
No,
I really don't know.
Jesse Vargas, I could see that happening.
Yeah, that's more realistic than
Garcia
everything.
was Khan too. That's funny, but I would love to see that definitely. But you know what I would like to see, because you said a tune-up. We ended with a fight I thought, and it may be a tune-up because unfortunately, sometimes he folds when he shouldn't. And the fighter I'm talking about is Danny Garcia versus Andre Berto. Because I think that would actually be a very good fight as long as Berto could, you know what I mean, didn't get knocked down. Like I think Berto could put hands on Danny Garcia.
Yeah, hell yeah, he can.
I really do. I think Andre Berto could flip with that. I do. Andre Berto would definitely be a live dog in that fight.
Yeah, he would. To a degree, though, until then he gets caught with a right hand and he starts.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the only thing is like his chin. You know what I mean? It's like it's that's the problem. But it'll be a fun fight for sure.
We say all this, and it's going to be like Garcia versus Victor Ortiz or Devin Alexander. Just watch.
Or Louis Collazo.
Right. There you go.
Collazo.
Yeah. Yeah, because Collazo, he's still out there, man.
Nah, man.
My man is still out there. He's still winning them fights, man. He's been put through the ringer. He's still out there doing this thing. I'd rather see him get these fights rather than Berto anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if Collazo is called up for that.
Real talk.
So here's the thing, Collazo put one time into runtime mode. What if he lands one of those punches on Swift?
Nobody puts Danny Garcia into runtime mode.
Nah.
That's why.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's like
I'm trying to think
I can't see it.
for him to fight.
Yeah, it's no disrespect to Luis Collazo. It's just that he's older now. He's not in his prime. In his prime, it's a different story. We took a prime Collazo. That's a real big different story there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Collazo, if you ain't seen Collazo, look up some Collazo highlights, especially that fight against when it against Berto.
Yeah, he fought Berto.
Yeah, he fought Berto. He got chopped against Ricky Hatton. I was in the house when he actually won the fucking welterweight title. That shit was rocking.
Right. So it's no disrespect there. We know what Luis Collazo hands do. It's just at this time of his career, I'm saying like, nah, we can't put Danny Garcia. That's not really like that can't really. That's Luis Collazo in name. That's not Luis Collazo,
the fighter.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But he'd probably be considered a soft touch, and that's part of the reason why I would see that fight.
yeah, for the payday, I would see it, but
Yeah.
I need to see Danny Garcia not versus a soft touch like that because we've seen him beat up the soft touch.
Right, and I was just about to say that we just saw him with Samuel Vargas and Rio.
Right,
You know, I'm tired of that shit, man. And
I don't
and
want
Paulie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's 4 of his last 5 fights gonna get some trash.
to also a top dog, fall down to the B level.
Right.
Fall down to the B level now. Fight somebody on your level that you could possibly beat.
Right, I don't want to see him go up in the rankings again just because he done beat up on some damn soft touches, man. Fuck that. Let him earn his next shot, man.
Yo, but shout out to our OG Swift stands. The real homies will know who I'm talking about. My boys Chalk and my boy Skip. Them OG Skip stand, them OG Swift stands that'll just drive him to the death.
For once, they're quiet about that motherfucker too.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yo, if Vargas, Jesse fought Danny Garcia next, I'm not saying that Danny Garcia wins that fight easily.
It'll probably be on DAZN too. It won't be on PBC because you know Vargas is signed to DAZN now. You know what I'm saying? So
Don't plug the zone.
I'm not plugging. I'm just telling you what the shit is.
Vargas just doesn't have the power to hurt Garcia, in my opinion.
Well, neither did Herrera. Broke his nose.
Yeah, Herrera actually did have him back him up a little bit. You know, that judging was an atrocity. I don't want to get into that. I'll get upset. Yes.
For real.
So, Pat, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Before the Porter Swift fight, before the bell rung, how many rounds did you have Porter up on your scorecard before the bell rang?
Ha ha ha! You motherfuckers think you're funny with that shit. Always asking is, like I said, I don't like Swift, but like I said, I am a fair judge. Like I know who fucking wins and fucking loses a fight, and or if they, if they're even, And Swift, every fight that I said that motherfucker lost, he lost. God damn it! I don't need to. I mean, I could rewatch it and I'll still say the same damn thing. Swift lost just by actually, fighting in the first place, man. Fuck him. So anyways, man, we've talked a great deal about Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia in the fight, and it's like there's gonna be a lot of movement in the near future at welterweight, hopefully, and we'll see where this goes. However, I want to switch gears and talk about the next big fight, which is actually this weekend. And of course, I am talking about Triple G versus Canelo. But before we get into that conversation, I want to at least talk about the undercard, because for once, Oscar did build a decent undercard for this card. So what do you guys think of it?
I just want to get to the main event.
Like for real, for me too. That's how I'm gonna be at the theater the same way. I mean, I'm gonna see them doing their thing. I want to see little Jamie Munguia get his little, try to look better than he did last time. But I'm trying to get to the main event too, for real.
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. All jokes aside, though, I think I got Lemieux, I got Chocolatito, and I got Jaime Munguia.
Right.
And I think probably everybody feel the same way in a sense. So
in a way,
I'm gonna throw out Spike.
Right.
True.
I'm going with Spike too. Going with Spike too because
Mewtwo tacky now.
You mean momentum, right? Yeah, he do seem like he got the damn momentum, man.
Spike.
Yeah.
Spike got the swag right now.
Yeah.
Spike is
he got the flow right now.
Yo, shout out to Spike O'Sullivan.
Spike got the glow right now.
Spike, Spike got like his second win Juicy J type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Yo, Spike a real motherfucker. Like,
right?
that's a dude you could talk to on Twitter.
Bro,
He'll be like, "What's good?"
just don't talk shit to him. Just don't talk shit to him.
No, even if you talk shit to him, he'll just clap back.
Man, forget clapping back. Spike is the type of dude I want by my side. When
Straight
I'm
up.
overseas,
Yo, straight up, yo.
I'm over there.
Yo, straight up, Spike got that old school John L. Sullivan swag going on, you know?
Yeah,
You know that motherfucker's down to fight anytime, anywhere, man.
Right, so that's the reason I'm picking up. Like Lemieux, okay, Lemieux, yes, you have the championship pedigree and all that. He does have
And the fucking
championship
power. That
pedigree.
motherfucker's skills are heavy.
He has that lights out power. He does
Wake up,
lights
Curtis
out
Steele.
power. But I gotta go with Spike, man. Spike just Spike just got that personality. I'm going with the person. I know people gonna say, you picking me, hell yeah, I'm picking the personality to win, Spike the homie. Because you know what? Spike also supported when we were Ring Gang Radio.
Yeah.
Ringside Rave
The
too.
person show love. Real talk.
Spike definitely showed love to us. So I'm definitely picking Spike. It's bigger than that. It's definitely Spike.
Yo, that's my dude.
Right.
But
No, I mean, Spike is a cool motherfucker, no doubt about that. But Lemieux has that power, which, like I said,
He does.
He may struggle a little bit with the boxing.
No.
But that motherfucker hits too damn hard, and Spike's durability is questionable to me. You
my
know?
dude, why do you
not like I mean, he's
that
not.
mustache, son?
Yeah, that's true, but like I said, I mean, if Lemieux hits him with one of them left hooks, I can see that mustache curling all the way back up into his face, man.
I'm rooting for Spike, man. I'm rooting for Spike. I don't care.
Yeah,
Spike.
That can actually end up being the best fight on the card. All jokes aside,
Yeah.
man, they both bring it.
It's gonna be a straight fade. I mean, I'm expecting if it goes to distance, it better be a fight where someone's taking a lot of damage, you know, or some shit like that. But if it's on some bullshit where Spike, I don't think Spike's not the type to circle around the ring while Lemieux's chasing after him. God forbid that actually happens. I'm gonna be pissed in that theater if that's the case, you know. But I'm expecting a straight fade in that fight, and just like I'm expecting a straight fade with Munguia and Brandon Cook. I mean, I'm expecting nothing less. Although I think Munguia now is getting hit a little bit too much now, you know.
Yo, so if y'all don't, Pat, you don't remember when we box wrecked Brandon Cook when we were on air? You don't remember that?
Ain't that the wide receiver in the NFL? Nah, just joking.
He's getting knocked out in under 6 rounds.
Man.
If I was a degenerate gambler, I'd gamble.
No, if I was a gambler, I would probably pick Chocolatito getting upset because them interviews that I was reading about him, he's already talking that retirement talk, and that's like making me a little bit cautious. Because, like I said, I mean, Chocolatito has been put through the ringer in his last 2 fights against King Soar, and he's just coming back after this layoff. And I don't know if physically or mentally he's in the right place, and he's facing possibly a hungry Mexican. And that's not an insult or a racist statement. I'm just saying that, you know, boxing hungry, not like real hungry, because that's a tragedy. He was really hungry. So if there's an upset alert on that, I would say it would be in that fight.
For real?
That's
Yeah, I'm dead up. I'm dead serious. I mean, because as much as Chocolatito is a warrior, he's been a warrior. But this is something how he's moving right now that's making me a little bit like.
He's not long for the fight. He's not long for boxing. You know what I'm saying? He don't got much.
His brain ain't in it no more.
Right, and that's the feeling that I'm getting, and I'm thinking like if this dude, if Fuentes is hungry enough, you know, we could see another unnecessary war for him, and you know, so I mean, hopefully that's not the case. I mean, Chocolatito still has fights going on at 115 or whatever, but yeah, I'm just the vibe I'm getting from him is just like he's near done with boxing.
No, he said I was about to retire.
Yeah. So, and this fight may help him on his way.
I think so, actually. I was tripping a little bit when you said that at first, but I think Moises Fuentes, if he plays his angles right, he could definitely inflict some damage.
Right, and that'll probably be the only fight I would probably actually bet on, because I cannot bet on the main event, which is of course the rematch between Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. This time now for WBA and WBC belts, because the IBF didn't want to be patient and let Triple G handle some business, as well as the ring title and the lineal title as well. So, sound off, guys. How do you see this fight going?
Henny Nello with the W.
Henny Nello put your drinks in the
I don't know what else to say. Henny Nello with the W. That man looks super focused. That's it. I mean, everything he said out of his mouth has been nothing but about the fight. He hasn't said anything out the way that showed that he's not focused 100% on GGG. He's just not said anything out the way about GGG, where it seems, honestly, if people want to be honest about it, one that seems a little bit less focused on the rematch is GGG, who's talking about everything outside the ring, but about Canelo and focusing on what Canelo's about to do inside the ring.
I don't know what you're talking about. Triple G sounds like he's ready for war. Like he's talking about he has to clean some of this dirty shit up in boxing. And I'm like, I am right with you there, brother. Yes. That's what you need to do. Clean this dirty shit up. Send Canelo back to the barrio. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen.
Oh, Pat.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
What? Is this not the fade hour, motherfuckers?
Mario. Woo. Who do you have?
What's gonna happen?
Pat?
I'm tired of Canelo's bullshit. I'm tired of his arrogance. I'm tired of his red hair. All right, this motherfucker needs to go. Like, yes,
you got a problem with gingers now?
Who you got, P? Who you got, man, in this fight?
Yeah, Pete, talk to us.
I'm still undecided. I'm honestly still undecided. I've literally been going back and forth for it.
At this very second.
Right now.
Fuck it. I'm leaning towards Golovkin.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
How?
But I may tomorrow. By the time of the fight, actually, I may go Canelo. So, like I said, I'm undecided. But as of now,
listen, Triple G's gonna make Canelo taste this bile from his liver. That's what's gonna happen.
I just, with me, the same thing I say about Canelo, the same thing I say about Triple G. If he ain't doing it in the first damn fight, I just don't know how the hell he gonna do it in the second fight. That's my only hiccup with Triple G, because Canelo, Triple G fights one way. Well, you ain't do it. Well, you didn't take advantage of that one way in the first fight, and the same thing with Triple G when it comes to Canelo. So like, I'm like you though, Pete. Like I'm going back and forth. Like right now, my gut is telling me Canelo, and recently, I've always been picking because I like somebody, and my instincts say pick X, Y, and Z. And I've been hella wrong this year, dog. But my gut is really telling me something. There's something that's telling me about Canelo, man. Something's telling me to go Canelo, even though I love Triple G to death. But something is telling me to go Canelo, man.
Canelo got this. Like Canelo got this. He's came back. Like I said, he had the surgery. He had the surgery on his knee. He lost weight. He's much quicker. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's much quicker. He's gonna be able to move around. He's gonna be able to pivot quicker. He's gonna be able to counter quicker.
No,
he's gonna be able to.
Newzz, that's just X Factor talk, man. We don't know this because he hasn't.
One thing I think.
I've seen. I don't know. Just the way. Okay. Well, I'm not going to say that for a fact. I'm gonna say it as that's what I've seen out of his clips as far as him being in training camp. Right. I've seen him moving a lot better.
One thing I think either Newzz or Smoke said it, but it's like Canelo must have seen something to want the fight immediately. He could have came back and got a soft touch, but something in him is saying, I want this shit now. Like, I don't know if it's retribution or I don't know if it's something that in the last 3 rounds he saw something that he can carry on to the next fight. But that's saying something a lot when he like fuck all the tune up. I want him immediately, even though I've been out of the ring for a year. So that shit, that's another reason why I'm like, there's something leaning towards Canelo when I think about shit like that. Little X factor. It's like Newzz saying.
Because he was caught with the shit in the system. That's why.
I did say that, and so I didn't see it until I looked up Triple G knocking out Vargas, and then I realized a video I had watched a day before. Canelo was working inside the pocket. He was working on his hand speed and then getting out. And then I saw Triple G was punching wider, more robotic, and slower than ever before. And then I thought to myself, oh shit, if he's not punching straight anymore, he's going to land on Canelo's shoulders, and Canelo's whole routine is punching straight inside the shoulders, and he's gonna come in at Canelo weight. He's not gonna come in at 160, and I think he's gonna do substantial damage to Triple G's midsection, and he will probably end up winning the fight on some 8-4 shit.
Okay, I'm gonna explain why I'm flipping back and forth. I'm looking at it at two sides of the coin, because you see, with the first fight, it goes down to, well, I thought Canelo won because I thought he was the better boxer when he actually was boxing. The issue was when it came down to when his stamina got zapped from him and he started giving the way around, and that's really the only reason why I see people thinking Triple G won. The issue with that is, is that stamina problem going to go away? I don't see it going away. So what in that aspect, what's going to change in this fight from the first fight? And people are talking about, maybe now he'll actually stop him. I can say, okay, well, I don't think anything he hit Triple G with really got to that effect where he could have really stopped him. So I'm thinking, well, what's going to be different this time around? But then now it's on the flip side with Triple G and how he did not look very good when he actually had to box with Canelo, and Canelo was letting his hands go. But then again, it goes back to, well, can Canelo keep that up and not get gassed and let Triple G just stalk him and win just off of pressure and activity? So I'm like flipping back and forth between both, because I can't really gauge like what's going to be different about this fight. That was different from the original one.
Hand speed.
Right, because there's too many X factors going on.
Canelo's coming in at Canelo weight. He won't come in at 160. He'll come in at Canelo weight.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, like I said, PEDs, we'll see if his punch resistance also too changes from being off that shit.
Man, if he beat GGG ass and he don't test positive, Pat, come on. You better hope he tests positive. As much PD talk you've been doing about him.
Well, yeah, because he's a cheat. That's why. Of course.
But when we talk about cheats, you only sort of talk about them when they're not fighting you again. You can't talk about them when I'm about to fight you again, because now if I beat your ass, you can't say nothing if I test clean.
Because true. And plus he chose to fight him. Plus he chose to fight him too. Yep, go ahead, Newzz. My bad, bro.
Oh no, that's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all it is.
So
I'm definitely gonna bring that up.
If you go with your boxing eyes and what you know about boxing and not what you feel in your heart, there's no way you pick Triple G.
I wouldn't say all that.
That makes no sense. Because my boxing eyes saw Porter winning a goddamn unanimous decision. I was fucking correct. And now I'm seeing Triple G is going to land on Canelo. And that's what I think is going to happen.
Two different fights.
Not different fights. They're same boxing eyes. Canelo is food now.
Food. Wow.
He's
Wow.
incarnating
Come
his
on,
style.
Canelo.
Have you not seen his?
I can't wait for Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo's
Homo?
Canelo is through. Like he's about to hit his Mexican at the end of his Mexican prime.
You've been saying that for 4 years now. God damn.
It's not racist. He started at 15. The Mexican prime is about to end too. He's almost 30. It's not racist.
No, I'm not saying it's racist. What I'm saying is, like, he's saying that basically you've been saying that for like 3-4 years. It ain't happening to Canelo. Canelo only look like he improving. Like,
He don't take punishment like that either.
right, because he don't fight like the typical Mexican fighter. So yes, typically the Mexican fighter would they have been start getting wore down, especially with the amount of fights Canelo had. How many fights has he had already?
But he's
Like,
over like 52, 3, something like that.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, he has more. We made a post earlier about GGG and Usyk. Canelo himself has more fights he has the same amount of fights as them combined himself. You know what I mean? So yeah, typically at that age, if he fought in the typical style that they normally fight in, the typical Mexican style, ironically, yeah, he would be a little more wore down by this time. Look at Oscar Valdez. You know what I mean? It's just to say, look at the type of style that he fights in. Canelo doesn't fight in that style, so he doesn't take the punishment that a typical fighter would fight. And I use Oscar Valdez because he's one of the most prominent young Mexican fighters on the rise outside of Canelo.
Yeah.
Who else would you say? So it's like, and he fights in a style. Mikey Garcia doesn't fight that way. Oscar Valdez comes forward. That's what the typical Mexican style is supposed to be, according to Team Golovkin. And so,
well, Mikey's an actual skilled fighter. That's why, Mikey.
I'm wondering what's gonna happen when Canelo starts landing. Like, he goes from hitting the jab to the left hook underneath the liver, and those body shots that never shook Triple G before start shaking him.
Canelo starts shaking Triple G. Who hasn't been wobbled, much less dropped, or even staggered.
Neither. I mean, Canelo's been wobbled.
No, Canelo has actually been staggered. Not Triple G has not been in trouble yet.
Bro, there were times in the
Canelo has been hurt. Triple G has not staggered yet. The man has one of the best chins in the sport today.
I didn't say anything about punching him in the face.
He makes motherfuckers good boys, motherfucker. That's what's gonna happen.
I don't think any of them are gonna get hurt. That's my point. I don't think any of them are gonna get hurt or staggered. I think it's gonna come down to who can implement their style more. And I just want to see how the middle rounds look. That's really gonna be telling, man. Because I'm interested in see how Canelo, what Canelo's game plan going to be. Is he going to try to stand and trade, or is he going to try to do what he did last fight and be a little bit more on the move and try to counter Triple G? Because I think we all agree that in the middle of the ring, he kind of was winning the exchanges more often than not. It's just
right. Yes, that is true.
Right, but like we said, Triple G can't just strictly go for the head. That shit was not working. Because when he was missing badly when he was trying to go to the head. He was whiffing a lot, and he just got to work to the body more when he has that opportunity. Because if he doesn't, it's not going to, like Newzz has said. Newzz said more than anything, if Triple G doesn't dominate, he's probably going to lose on the scorecards.
Right.
If he doesn't knock Canelo out or win 10 rounds to 2.
Right.
Clearly,
right.
at that, there to be clear rounds. You're not gonna he's not gonna. You just seen Canelo GGG. Most of us, because I thought that Golovkin won the first fight. Most of us seen GGG win the first fight and watch it be called a draw. So how can we see a Canelo who looks to be a little improved as far as, to me, as how he's looking in training camp? How can we see the fight looking closer than that and think GGG is going to get the scorecards in his favor?
Right, and we know how the schedule. We know how the scoring typically favors Canelo and close rounds and close fights too, man. We know that the history points to that. So It's gonna be interesting.
Well, it's yeah, I mean, you have that, but on top of it, if you're looking at in terms of styles, unless Triple G knocks Canelo down, a couple times, Canelo has a flashier, more eye-catching style for the judges, aka Oscar already has one in the pocket, major pause. But the judges favor Canelo's style with, the flashy shit 46 times around versus, the basic bitch punches like 76 times around.
Well, let's see. So let's we got to make our official predictions. We can't be on the fence. We gotta put our feet in the sand or whatever the little popular speech. Like I said, it's the fade out where I'm faded off the Supreme OG. Whatever the little speech is, we gotta put our 10 toes down. That's what we say. We gotta put our 10 toes down.
I'm ready.
And make our statement. I'm going Canelo to beat GGG. We don't need to give scores. We don't need to give knockout. We don't none of that. Just who wins, GGG or Canelo. I'm going with Canelo.
Right, and I'm going with Triple G.
The fan in me will be rooting for Triple G. The prediction in me is picking Canelo. And that's Maul Baker. That's Bruising Boxing.
Okay.
I'm going with Canelo.
And I am going with good Canelo.
Woo! So what's that? 4-1?
Sorry, Pat. I'm sorry, dog.
Oh wow! So we gotta be right.
Well, like I said, when I'm right, trust me, you guys hear it. After all, I still have the Lomachenko prediction.
Oh no!
You've been living off that for 6 years.
We keeping our predictions too, fellas. We keeping our predictions too, ladies and gentlemen. We keeping our predictions from now on. Starting right here with the Canelo fight. His first fight is the very first fight we picking, and we're keeping our predictions for the rest of time. So
ain't shit changing here. You know what I'm saying? It's Triple G always, man. Good boys, man. Canelo hasn't been good. He's gonna be good come Saturday night.
I mean, for every fight that come up, every main event fight, we got to pick one side.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what's gonna happen.
We're gonna definitely get a record going.
Yeah.
All right, man. So yes, we talked at length about the car. We talked about Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter. Does anyone else have anything they would love to bring up on this fade hour while they're still faded?
Shout out to my Jags, man. We 1-0.
Hey, salute! And you beat my division rival.
Right.
So big shout outs to that. Word up.
Yep. We got the Patriots at home this week. I'm telling y'all, my gut instinct saying the Patriots will win by at least a touchdown, man. I'm gonna say 30-24 Patriots.
Man, fuck the Patriots, man. Just don't be afraid. Say that the Jags are gonna beat the Patriots and Bortles is gonna outplay Brady.
Really?
Yo. So, I just want to say, y'all need to watch out for my boy KB Valderas fighting on the Ortiz Molina undercard on fucking, I don't know what it is, September the 30th.
Yeah, that's on was it Fox Sports, man?
Yeah, that boy nice. Shout out to our big time fan, Conrad. You gonna listen to this eventually. You've been our fan since the beginning. And shout out to everyone that know me from Free Smoke Boxing, but I'm under the our umbrella. Holla.
Man, I just want to say, speaking of fights, shout out to, Devin Haney fight coming up September 28th.
We own all of that.
Love that fight. Gotta see, and before that, you got the Joshua Povetkin fight. Gotta see. At the end of the day, people ain't talking about him, but he's still, at the end of the day, he is the heavyweight champion of the world because he has the most belts. So if you had the most belts, at the end of the day, I'm anticipating that fight next week. But big shout out to Fitz Magic with the dominant victory over the Saints. I ain't get to talk my shit. So come on, man. Like, come on, man. Ever since the trash talk began about my Buccaneers, what's been happening? The Saints L's. They've been taking L's.
And
lost at the end of last year. Got lost at the beginning of this year. You let Fitzpatrick put a full 100 passing yards, 75% completion, ran for a rushing touchdown.
Burger on them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, it's we dominated them boys offensively. I wasn't even expecting us to do that. I said on here last week that we was gonna start off the season 0-3. At the end of the day, we start off anything, we gonna start off 1-2 because we got that victory over the Saints, and that's all I needed.
And the Bucks are facing my Eagles next Sunday too, so that's a loss for them. That's what we'll talk.
Yeah, but that's another thing because I wasn't really. I don't know. Was y'all impressed with the Eagles? Was y'all impressed?
I mean, to be fair, they don't have Wentz yet. When Wentz comes back, then we'll see. But
We'll see.
The guy's still getting healthy, but we'll see. But shout out to my Jets. And
They flexed the goddamn game. I've never.
I know, Pete. Don't try to be all humble and all conservative and shit, man. Talk that shit.
yeah, man,
Well, I can talk that shit because my team won the fucking Super Bowl.
we turned the Lions into man. Our defense looked great, man. We fucking picked off Stat Pafford 4 times. Yeah, fuck Stat Pafford. That's all he does. Pad Stat. You know what stat he padded tonight? INT. That's the only stat he padded tonight. INT, baby.
Word.
Wow.
The Jets may end their 50-year drought in the Super Bowl now this season.
Yeah, 'cause we got our quarterback, young Sammy D, Sam Darnold, aka Young Biff Tannen. If y'all get that reference.
Yeah, things are up and up, except for the Bears, though. I don't know what.
Yo, Pat. So here's the thing. Like, why are you even doing that?
Man,
Like, yo, the way that shit happened, like that's.
it was amazing. It was beautiful.
Yo,
Rodgers is a goddamn great.
okay, they were holding every fucking play, but even then, that's some like PTSD shit, Pat. Why the fuck would you bring that up? That's like coming to you at your wedding, being like your 8th best man, and being like, "Yo, Pat, remember the time like 2 weeks ago we got lit and yo the post?" Come on, my dude.
Newzz, what you said about Aaron Rodgers, bro? Go ahead and say it.
Aaron Rodgers is Vegas.
What Aaron Rodgers is amazing. Aaron Rodgers is.
I tell you so, Vegas.
I said who? Come on, bro. Listen, Aaron
What you
Rodgers.
label him?
You got
What you labeled him? What you labeled him, bro? You said it earlier.
the goat.
No.
Yeah.
The goat.
Say it again. Say it again.
Listen, man.
As a disclaimer, Ringside Rave does not endorse homophobia. Just let you know.
But yo,
Listen. Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT to me
oh my god.
because I'm gonna tell you why he's the GOAT to me. Because Aaron Rodgers, who like his wide receivers, he hasn't played with the greatest wide receivers.
Or the
When you
greatest
look-
line.
We don't call holding on it.
When you look, when you don't, even if they don't call holding on the offensive line, is what we're saying. They don't have a running game. They've only had like two seasons where a running back did something. I believe it was Ryan Grant one season and Brandon Jackson. He won a Super Bowl with Brandon Jackson averaging 3.7 yards a carry. And that was Brandon Jackson. He wasn't even that good. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers only has like 316 some touchdowns, like 78 picks. Something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what on his resume? There's no Spygate on his resume. There's no Deflategate on his resume. No PEDs on his resume. There's no painkillers. There's no injections. There's nothing. It's just natural. All natural. Like I can't hate on that. Like
Oh,
to me, he's amazing. He could run. He could run. He could throw on the run. He could throw from the pocket. What can't he do on the field?
Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
25.
He's amazing to me.
Yes,
amazing to me.
Yes,
I know you don't like him because you know that's your rival. Smoke is a Bears fan, so we understand the saltiness. I mean, I can't get mad at him because I'm from Cleveland, so I know how they talk about Browns fans hate Steelers. So I can understand anything he say about.
All I'm saying is watch the Bears game and just look at the offensive line.
Oh, we got to go back and watch it in slow motion.
No, Go back and look at the offensive line, okay, versus the Bears' defensive line that was whooping their ass in the first half, and see if there's any holding penalties.
Oh, and while we
get called.
On another note, I just want to give a shout out only because for a different reason. I was trolling motherfuckers this Saturday night and all of yesterday because I was sending pictures fucking with people like, yo, look who I'm in the Barclays with, Odell Beckham. And motherfuckers really believed it was Odell Beckham.
Yo, people are stupid as fuck.
Shout out to Jared Hurd. He was nice enough to take a picture with me, and I'm rooting for you, champ.
Yeah, shout out to Hurd. Hurd is also a friend of ours too. You know, Hurd. You know,
always show love.
Yeah,
Jared Hurd for real.
All right, Pat.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, this has been another great episode of the Fade Hour. So we all got to get up out of here and indulge in our vices some more, and some of us probably need to pass out. So I'm your host, Pat Scorpio, and signing out. Peace, everyone.
Peace. One.
Thank you guys for listening to Ringside Rave. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.